I'd like to welcome you here inside of Hot Springs County High School, home of the Bobcats, the second day of the 2025 Girls 2A Smackdown. Right here for your viewing pleasure here on Two Basin Sports Network, the voice of the Bobcats and the voice of Boysen. Well, good morning to you wherever you're watching this from, whether you're watching here from Sundance, Burns, or your Thermopolis onlooker watching. Either way, we thank you for tuning in as we are 3 minutes away from starting here. And um, with that, we're going to actually deliver to you our ones to watch presented by Two Basin Sports Network. And by the way, if you want that to change, if you want your name to be behind that, you should email me, twobasinsportsnetwork@gmail.com, for sponsorship opportunities. Anyway, ones to watch here. We're going to start off with the Birds Bronx. Obviously, we're going to kind of carry over a couple things from last night. I want to keep my eyes on today on Shanisa Eklund, Kennedy Lakin, and obviously Josie Barrett. Josie Barrett was probably the crutch for that Burns Bronx team last night in the games against Bighorn and against Tongue River. Sorry, I kind of blanked for a moment there. But so anyway, just to recap, Josie Barrett, Kennedy Lakin, and Shanisa Eklund will be the ones to watch today for the Burns Bronx. For the Sundance High School Bulldogs, it's kind of a tough decision because Sundance coming into this game, the 5th-ranked team in all of Class 2A girls basketball. And I honestly want to keep my eyes on, I've had this kind of in my mind for the last week or so, actually, of who I wanted to watch. Jalen Mills, the points leader for the Sundance Bulldogs. Right now she's sitting at 140 individual points as of the most recent stats update from before this week. She is currently, like I said, sitting at 140 personal points. 42 defensive rebounds, 53 overall rebounds. So if you do the math there, that amounts to 11 offensive rebounds. She's also got a 55% free throw percentage, and she's got a 47% field goal percentage. So she is definitely one of the best shooters on this Burns team. Also got a couple more people I want to take a look at. We got Avery Merchant I want to keep my eye on today, or Marchant, sorry, and also Blakely Gill. Those will be the ones to watch for Sundance. They're going to do the anthem and the lineup, so we'll be right back. Do not go anywhere. Like talking back here inside of Hot Springs County High School, home of the Bobcats, the 2A SmackDown Tournament Day 2, as Brandon Daramidi delivering the starting lineups for Sundance and Burns. We already gave our ones to watch today, and a couple of them in the starting lineup here. Blakely Gill, Carly Marchant, and Jalen Mills. Ones to watch today for Sundance in case you missed our mini pregame show. We don't really do much of a pregame show on these broadcasts. We don't like to do all that crap, just skip to the action. But Sundance and Burns, I think the first meeting of the tournament here in Thermopolis for Sundance, as they will get set to tip this one away. Sundance Bulldogs wearing the red uniforms. They'll be scored as the away team today, and we are underway from Thermopolis. The number 5 Sundance Bulldogs and the Burns Bronx. An interclass matchup, 3A versus 2A. And they'll dip it up underneath. Shots up off the left side, and it's in. Number 14, Jalen Mills on the basket for the Bulldogs. Burns already off to a hot start there on the offensive side. Shot is up and it's no good. That one taken by Josie Barrett. Highest scorer for the Burns Bronx, especially over the past 2 games for Burns. Pass it to the right side. Sundance with possession, passing around the perimeter. They'll give it off inside. Shot is up and it's no good. Shot taken by Avery Marchant. This one coming back to the Bronx. Burns with it on the volleyball line. This is Barrett with it. She'll try and get the offense started here. Passing left side to Bryn Bach. She'll pass left here to Mila Medley. Passing amongst themselves, and it will be taken away by number 31, Avery Marchant. Said her name twice already today. She's been doing pretty good on the offensive side, or on the defensive side. Shot is up for 3. It's up. 3! Jalen Mills for 3. Like we said at the top of the broadcast, one of the best scorers for the Sundance Bulldogs. One of the best scorers, I think, in 2A as a whole as well. 5-0 Sundance on top here in Thermopolis. Near side, here comes Burns. Off the left side, shot is up and it's in. She took a lot of pressure there, but Bryn Bach, first blood for the Bronx. Here comes Sundance with it. They'll pass right side. 31's got it. Avery Marchant. She'll pass left side to Carroll. Along the perimeter. Shot is up for 3. It's up. 3! Jalen Mills. That is back-to-back three-pointers. Like we said, she's got a pretty high three-point percentage. It is going to go over the head of number 11 for the Burns Bronx. That is Lane Bybee. That will go out of bounds, and Sundance will get the ball back here with 6:04 to go. Sundance has been a team I've been waiting for a couple of months now to watch. And this is exactly why. A high-powered three-point shooting offense. Pump fake. She'll move inside. Kicks it back out toward the wing. Up the left side. Bounce pass. Out toward the baseline. They'll kick it back out here to Mills. 14's got it. She'll pass right side. Avery Marchant with it, and a foul here. They're going to wave off any potential basket there. Looks like a defensive foul here for the Bronx. They will inbound this one, the Sundance Bulldogs. Gets it up top, pump fakes, moves inside, and a traveling violation. Looks like they caught Blakely Gill traveling on that one. Speaking of traveling, a 4-hour or so drive from Sundance to Thermopolis. They were in Shoshone yesterday, so I think that is an extra 32 miles of traveling there. So they've been all over the 2 basins here. Shot is up, and it is good. It's up and in. 3! And who else but Josie Barrett? She's got all 5 points today for the Burns Bronx. Right side, they're going to pass left side. Here comes Haley Carroll around the perimeter. Pump fake, she'll move left side. Kicks it out. They're going to pass it around the top hemisphere there, for lack of better words. Here comes Carroll. Carroll, bounce pass left side, jump shot for 2. It's up, it's no good. Rebounded by number 13, Mila Medley. I think the shot was taken there by Blakely Gill. And whistle down there. Looks like a foul here on Sundance, and I think the guilty party here is Avery Marchant. Check that, it is actually Carly Marchant. Wrong first name, but we got subs here for Burns. As Irene Madler and Jordan Boljak will come into the game. Boljak had a pretty good game yesterday against Bighorn. Here comes Burns with it. Josie Barrett with it inside the paint, loses the ball. It's picked up by the Bulldogs. Here she comes off the right side. This is Jalen Mills. Shot is up and it is in. Mills for another basket there. 2 on the board for the Bulldogs. Barrett with it, trying to evade a 3-man press there for Sundance. Wide open in the corner. She'll go right side. Shots up and it's in off of Irene Madler. First basket of the day first basket of the day for the junior. Shots up and it's no good. It's going to be a whistle down there on toward the baseline inside the paint. Jordan Boljak, I think, grabbed the rebound there. We got subs for Sundance now as Madison Neiman and 23, is that what this says? Hallen Cooney coming into the game now for the Bulldogs. Well, the Bulldogs are biting. 10-7 so far. Near side, here they come. Burns with the possession. They're passing it amongst themselves on the near side. It's out of bounds off of number 13 for the Bronx there. Mila Medley was supposed to get the pass there. Looks like Burns will retain possession with 4 minutes to go. Shot is up off the right side. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded by Jalen Mills. She'll pass it near side. Here comes Carly Marchant. Ball's loose and taken away. On the steal was Mila Medley. Good job by her so far defensively. She's having a good game so far. About 5 or so minutes into this game. Here come the Bronx. 24's got a Jordan Boljak. She'll pass left side. Josie Barrett with it, holds on to it, setting up the offense. Barrett driving, gets a little bit of contact there from one of the Bulldogs defenders. Gets it off here to Kennedy Lake, and they'll pass it back. Ball is loose, and it is going to be picked up by the Bulldogs. Here comes Hallen Cooney on the left side. Dishes up underneath. Shot is up and a foul. The basket does go in, but I don't know if it counted. It was taken there by Jalen Mills. But I don't think it did count. They're going to go to the baseline here and get the play resumed here. 3-point game here in Thermopolis. Sundance on top. Shots up for 3. It's up, and Mills misses this one. And a foul down there as it's rebounded by Jordan Boljak. 3:02 to go. Josie Barrett going to pass this one in for the Bronx. Here comes Mila Medley with it. Being hounded by Bulldogs here, no pun intended. Far side. Gives up inside. This is going to be taken away here. 2, coughing it up to 2. Madison Nyman on the steal. Here they come down the right side. Shots up from the left. It's up, and it is in. Hallen Cooney with the basket, and Burns will take a minute to talk it over. We will take a quick break as well. 12-7, Sundance on top here in their first game here in Thermopolis. Coming off of a win over Shoshone and a loss to Pine Bluffs. They're looking to get some revenge here against Burns. We'll be right back. You are watching the 2A Smackdown from Thermopolis, Sundance versus Burns. Like talking back inside of Hot Springs County High School, home of the Bobcats and the 2025 Girls 2A Smackdown Tournament. Thermopolis Bobcats will take on the Wright Panthers after this game. Yeah, and a lot of big travels here in this tournament so far. Bighorn, Tongue River, Wright, Sundance, they're all Burns. Can't forget them. 4.5 hours or so from Thermopolis, not far outside of Cheyenne. The traveling violation gives up to the Bulldogs. Back underway. Kicks it back out. Here comes Madison Nyman with it. Jalen Mills with it, passing it right side to Marchant. Marchant loses control of the ball. She'll pick it up in the corner, passing it left side to Jalen Mills. Mills looking for a pass. She'll go left side here to Cooney. Cooney driving inside, takes the shot for the free throw line. It's up and in. Cooney. I think she's got a couple points here in this game so far, aside from those. Burns with it on the left side of the floor. Jump shot taken for three. It's up. It's no good by Josie Barrett. Barrett with it on the left side off the rebound by one of her teammates there. And Barrett on the floor. She is hurt. Maybe not hurt, but upset, actually. She kind of pounded the floor there. And Barrett, looks like she's holding her head there. She'll walk to the baseline, whistle. Burns will have the ball here. 16-7 here in this opening game here in day two. Far side, here comes Burns. With it now is, almost said Briley Carroll, Josie Barrett with it. Now it's going to be passed up to the corner. Jordan Boljak now sharing it amongst themselves in a bit of a triangle here. On the right side, kicks it back out with no other option, and a violation on Burns. We'll give it back to the Sundance Bulldogs. And speaking of Sundance, we got a sub coming in as number 31. Number 31, Avery Marchant, checking back into the game for the Bulldogs. Sundance with it here on the right side. Sharing it along the perimeter. Here comes Jalen Mills. Mills kicking it back to Hallen Cooney. Now to Madison Nyman. Underneath, shot is up, and it is a foul. Looks like it was on, Jalen Mills was on the shot there. She will get some contact and 2 tickets to free throw land as a result. First shot on its way, and splash. Got a substitution here for Sundance. Blakely Gill coming back into the game. Checking out is Carly Marchant. Also, Burns going to have a substitute here as Shanisa Eklund will be checking in the game alongside Kennedy Lakin. Shots up and splash. 11-point game here in Thermopolis. Burns has lost the last 2 games. They lost to Tongue River and they lost to Bighorn last night in a barn burner of a game. Looking to try and get their first win of the tournament here and their 3rd win of the season. Number 5, I think they're calling it on Blakely Gill there. So Sundance racking up a foul there. 48 seconds to go. Ball is loose, but it is picked up there by number 1 of the Bronx. That is Bryn Bach. They'll pass it around the perimeter. Here comes Josie Barrett. Barrett with her left hand. Holds it over. Skip pass over to the other side of the floor, and they are making some pretty fluid passes. Shots up for 3, and it's no good for Josie Barrett. Rebounded by the Bulldogs. Far side. Madison Nyman had that one started there, but they'll pass it around the perimeter full circle here, or half circle. Shots up, and it's no good. Rebounded, though, and shots up and a foul. Shot, I think, was taken there by Nyman, and she will go to the line to shoot, too, as she misses the shot there. (18-7). Shots coming up here for Sundance. It's up and no good. Almost went in, though. Substitute here for Sundance. Checking into the game is Haley Carroll. Shots on its way. No good there. Sundance on the O-Reb, though. Hallen Cooney right there to grab it. Got 12 seconds or so to go. Our clock is way off. 7 seconds. Passing around perimeter. Carroll with it. She'll drive right side. Kicks it back out. And they will not get a shot off in a hurry there. A lot of hesitation by Cooney, but they will end the quarter with the lead, though, which is probably the most important part for Sundance. 18-7 as the Sundance Bulldogs coming into this game ranked 5th in 2A girls basketball. They are currently 1-1 here in the 2A SmackDown, looking to go 2-1 as they get ready for their game tonight against Thermopolis. We'll be right back. 18-7, Bulldogs on top here in Thermopolis. I'd like to welcome you back inside of Hot Springs County High School, home of the Bobcats. It's the 2A SmackDown here on Two Basin Sports Network, the voice of the Bobcats. Sundance Bulldogs and the Burns Bronx taking on each other here in the first game of the morning here. Hope you're having a fantastic morning. Hopefully you got a lot of coffee in you or your caffeine drink of choice. Shot is up for three. It's up and it is no good. By number 24, Jordan Boltek. That's probably, you know what, that's probably why I'm pretty monotone right now compared to what I normally am, because I haven't had my caffeine today. There's caffeine in the, there's coffee in the break room, so I'll probably grab that during the half-day break. Picked up here by Burns on the steal. Number 24, Jordan Boljak there has gotten her hands on the rock here quite a bit today. Shots up and a foul. Basket to go with it, it looks like. So 9-18. Burns will take the shot here. I think they got one coming up after the made basket. Shots up and it is no good. Rebounded there by number 44 of Sundance. That is Haley Carroll, and a whistle as it goes out. Jalen Mills will pass it in for the Bulldogs. They're going to get this one back underway. A uncontested backcourt there. Burns not really pressing up here in this game. Right side, shots up and a foul. That is Haley Carroll. A lot of fouls here in this game. They were on the brink of a bonus for both sides in that first quarter. And now 45 or so seconds into this second quarter, there's already two on the board for Burns and one for Sundance. Shot is up for Carroll and no good. She'll have another one coming up. It's up and it is no good. Dogfight for it down there. No pun intended, but it'll end up tied up, and Sundance will have the ball once again. Carly Marchant to pass it in here for the Bulldogs. Bounce pass, jump shot is up for Mills. It's up and it's no good, out of bounds. Palmed out there, I think, by Sundance, so it will go back to the Bronx, as it looks like they're going to have Mila Medley pass it in for Burns. Far side near the mountain silhouettes here. And Sundance harassing them there on the far side, but Burns will survive the backcourt, and we even got a whistle. Sundance, a little too much contact there, it looks like. Josie Barrett going to pass this one in. It looks like we actually got a sub here for Sundance. Checking in, Madison Nyman coming back into the game now. Javea Lerwick passing it left side. By the way, she's in the game now for Burns, it looks like. Lerwick with it, right side. She had a little bit of playing time last night against Bighorn and made a pretty good splash. And a traveling violation for Lerwick, the sophomore out there on the floor. Far side, here comes Sundance. They'll pass it right side here to 44 now, 31-14. That is Jalen Mills with it now. Left side here to Gill. Gill passing it around the perimeter here, starting a bit of a chain reaction there. Passing it to Mills right again, right side. She'll go on the left elbow, spins, tries to get out of it. She stops the dribble. Avery Marchant with it. She'll drive inside, passes it left. With it now is Carroll. Passing it back around the perimeter. Here comes Jalen Mills off the left side. Shots up. It's no good. Burns will grab the rebound. The loose ball. It's chaos down there near Monument Hill. They'll pick it up. Sundance gets the ball back. Up the left side. Shot is up. It's no good for Nyman, and it's going to be tied up down there. 2 Bronx and 2 Bulldogs down there trying to grab the rock. Barrett will pass it in here for the Bronx. 3 different men here kind of forming a triangle back here in the backcourt. Moving left side, loose ball, and it'll go out of bounds near Round Top. 5:49 to go here in this, 5:44 to go here in this second quarter. What a first half it's been so far. Sundance looking for their second win of the tournament. Shots up, jump shot, it's up and it's missed for Kennedy Lakin. It will go out of bounds and back to the Bulldogs. 5:35 to go. If you like what you're seeing here and you want to see more of it, we'll be here the rest of the day. Leave a like and make sure you subscribe to Two Bases Sports Network here on YouTube. We mostly specialize in Thermopolis athletics, middle school and high school. We'll be heading to Worland this spring for soccer, though, if that's of any interest to you. Sundance on the offensive rebound. Shot is up and no good outside the free throw line, and Burns will get the rebound. Kicks it out the corner. Shot is up, and it is no good. It'll be rebounded here by 24. Jordan Boljak goes down the right side, kicks it out toward the left wing, moves inside the volleyball line. Kicks it out to the corner. She'll drive left lane. Jump shot on its way. It's up. It's no good for Boljak. It'll be rebounded here by Haley Carroll of Sundance. Sundance is Sundancing their way around. And they Sundance their way into a travel. It looks like they're on the far side, so Burns will get the ball back. Near side, here comes Burns. This is a jump shot on its way, and it's in. 3! Jordan Boljak for 3 there. She buried it too. 12 on the board for the Bronx. Here comes Sundance with it, passing it around the perimeter. Dishing it inside here to Madison Nyman. Ball is loose. They're going to try and pick this one up. It'll be tied up down there. And guarding it down there was Jalen Mills. She was in there amongst a stampede of Bronx. 18-12. On the edge of Round Top there. She'll move inside off the silhouette. Haley Carroll passing it right side. Ball is loose and looks like a foul there on the Bronx. 18-12 to score as we approach halftime, halfway through the second quarter. As Jalen Mills goes to the baseline to try and inbound. Burns will take on Wright later this afternoon. Shot is up and it is no good. Rebounded there by number 2, Josie Barrett. Far side, here comes Burns. Right there on Monument Hill. Switches hands, she'll drive right side, kicks out to the corner. Pump fakes, moves left side, takes the jump shot for 3. It's up, no good. Good shot there, but nonetheless, Bach cannot get it to fall. Here comes Jalen Mills, passing it left side here to Haley Carroll. Slinging it around. Out toward Round Top now. They'll pass right side to Madison Nyman. Dribbled once and passed it right. Goes out of bounds out toward the Burns bench. And speaking of Burns, checking into the game, Mila Medley. Or never mind, Burns wants to talk it over. So we'll take a quick break here just a moment. And we'll be right back. Burns will burn their second charge timeout. We'll be right back from Thermopolis. Welcome you back here inside of Hot Springs County High School, home of the Bulldogs. Sorry, home of the Bobcats. I am so sorry. They were chanting. They were chanting. Here we go, Bulldogs, over there on the Sundance bench, and it kind of. I guess it was still stuck in my mind there. Shot is up, and it's a foul here for Sundance. 3:02. So Burns will go to the line. Josie Barrett will shoot 2, matching her jersey number there. Burns has kept this one relatively close so far. Shots up, and it is in. 5-point game, mirroring that of the Bighorn game last night. Shot on its way. No good. Next week, we'll be back here at Thermopolis for the Pinnacle Bank Bighorn Classic, or at least the Thermopolis leg of the tournament. We'll be right here broadcasting all games in pool and tournament action on Friday and Saturday. That'll be next week, and then we got middle school games starting next week as well, so we'll be there as the Thermopolis Middle School Bobcats open out their season against Worland. Dishing it underneath. Kicks it back out to the corner. Holding it over her head is Madison Nyman. They'll pass it back around the perimeter here. Number 44, Haley Carroll with it. Dishes it inside. Shot is up and splash for Madison Nyman. For 2 there on the play. Moving, picks up the dribble after 1 dribble there and sails out of bounds toward the bleachers and finds a nice little rest there on the step of the bleachers. Looks like we got subs here for Burns and looks like Sundance. Here comes Sundance with it, far side. Sundance slowing the tempo a little bit here. They'll go right side here to Jude Crago, passing it around the perimeter. Dishing it inside. It's out of bounds, and it will stay with the it will go back to the Bronx. I'm sorry. Maybe I really do need caffeine. Jude Crago will pass it in here for the Bulldogs. Dishing it inside. Passing it around the three-point line. They've kind of been sticking around that three-point line all day. They penetrate like maybe once or twice a possession, but that's about it. Here comes Carroll with it. Passing right side to Jalen Mills. Mills dishing it inside. A ball is loose, and Birds will get this one back in their hands. Here come the Bronx here off the left side. Josie Barrett kicks it out. 3-point on its way. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded there. Shot taken by Bryn Bach. Rebounded there by Madison Nyman. She's got a lot of the boards today for the Sundance Bulldogs. Not really many options there. She'll pass left side. Sundance having some issues getting open there, but she didn't. Shot is up and it is in for Jude Crago. A football score, kind of, here in Thermopolis with 1:07 to play here at the half. Pretty good mix of Sundance and Burns spectators here at Hot Springs County High School. Shots up, no good. And Burns on the rebound. That was Josie Barrett on the rebound for the Bronx. They'll kick it out to the corner, pump fake for Bach. She'll move inside. Kicks it out, shots up. I think this will be for 2. It's up and it's no good. And they're going to fight for it down there as number 13, Mila Medley, tried to grab the rebound for Burns there, and the Bronx will retain the ball after the jump ball. Checking into the game is Jordan Boljak coming back in. Coming out is Irene Madler. Barrett will pass this one back in for Burns, getting that baseline play going there. Here comes Bach. Bach on the elbow, kicks it out, swings. She'll drive inside, kicks it out here to 12, Shanisa Eklund, and we got a traveling violation on Eklund. So that will give it back to Sundance. Kicks it back in, and we are ready to go. 40 seconds to play here in the second quarter. You are watching the Sundance Lady Bulldogs and the Burns Lady Broncs. Speaking of Broncs, Cody will be here for the Bighorn Basin Classic next week, so that'll be awesome. Thermopolis will take on Cody's JV team. Shot is up there. She had 2 shots there. It'll be tied up down there on toward the baseline. Checking into the game here, Kennedy Lakin. Final 21 seconds of the half. Sundance will get ready to get back going. Dishes it in. Shot is up with a little bit of a contest. It's up and in. Shot made by Haley Carroll. She's got a couple of those inside points today. 24-13 here at the half so far. Shot is up for mid. It's up and no good. Gets the rebound. That one's up and in. It's swallowed by the net. I didn't catch who got it. I think it was 24, but we'll take a very quick break here. 10-minute break, I guess if you call that quick. 24-15 here at the half. We'll be back in a little bit. Burns Broncs trail as they're trying to get their first win in the tournament, but Sundance, number 5 in 2A, giving them a bit of a hard time here so far. We'll be back in 10 minutes for the start of the second half. Do not go anywhere. You are watching the Girls 2A Smackdown Tournament from Thermopolis on 2 Basin Sports Network, the voice of the Bobcats. It's welcoming back here as we get ready to start the second half. Oh shoot, I didn't reset the timer. But we're back. Burns with the ball. Passing right side. Here comes, Josie Barrett. Sorry about that. 7:40 to go here. They knocked off 20 seconds on the board. Lane Bybee with it. She'll pass it right side. Shots up. No good. Three-point shot not successful there. Birds has taken quite a few of those today. They have not been very successful. In fact, I think they only made 2 today. But here comes Sundance with it into the corner, passing left side. Blakely Gill with it, right side again to 31. Avery Marchant. Jump stop for 2. It's up. It's no good. Rebounded. Lane Bybee. Burns with it. They're calling for a play here. Sundance looks like they're out in the 2-3 here. Whistle down there on the floor. It's going to end up. It's going to end up being Burns' ball here as Josie Barrett will pass it in. Oop. Well, looks like they haven't run the clock, so my scoreboard is off compared to the other ones, but it sails out of bounds. So 6:33 to go. Sorry, we fixed up our timer here. Here comes Sundance with it, past the Bobcat head. They'll pass left side to Tessa Bybee. And now they're going to do a little bit of a triangle here. Shots up from the left side. It's up and no good. Rebounded here by Josie Barrett. Just realized I called the wrong name for for Sundance. But anyway, 17-24 here. Burns on the basket. Wide open. Sundance can't respond. Rebounded by Kennedy Lakin. Into the corner. This one kind of volleyballed off. Haley Carroll has kind of been in the thick of a lot of those battles for the rock here. .540 to go. Sundance with the possession. They'll pass left side. Here comes Blakely Gill. Give it off now to Carly Marchant. Shot is up. It's no good. Offensive rebound, and we got a traveling violation down there on Jalen Mills. Very interesting. I called the traveling there, but there was a little bit of contact down there between her and a couple of the Bronx defenders. Josie Barrett with it. Past the Bobcat head, moving left side, jump stop, shots up, and it's no good. Rebounded there by Jalen Mills. Ball is loose, take it away. Here comes Burns, off the steal by Mila Medley. Giving it off backdoor to Josie Barrett, and a hard fall. And they're going to give a charging violation to Josie Barrett. Or a charging foul, not a violation, sorry. Checking in is Jordan Boljak. Also checking in is Irene Madler. Coming off is 11 and 13. Lane Bybee and Mila Medley. Here comes Sundance with it. Right side sails out of bounds. Oh. Clock is off again. Seems like me and the scorekeepers are not on sync today with the game clock. I wish there was a way for me to connect to the scoreboard so I wouldn't have to do that manually, but whistled. And it looks like a timeout has been called, so we will take a very quick break. Burns wants to talk it over again. They'll burn their third charged timeout, so we'll be right back. The Burns Broncs and Sundance Bulldogs, it's a football score here in Thermopolis. We'll be right back. I'd like to welcome you back, and my timer actually is not cooperating today. So that is a bit of an issue. So the scoreboard will be a little bit funky here for a little bit, but here comes Burns. Shot is up, and it's no good. Gets another opportunity there. Kennedy Lakin buries it for two. And here it is, stolen away once again. Burns firing on all cylinders. Bryn Bach, and she's going to go to the line. 4:04 to go here in this one, in this third quarter. Ooh, a little bit of foul trouble here as it looks like the foul was charged to Blakely Gill, her fourth personal. Shots up and splash. Burns making it a 4-point game. Burns has kind of been on the coattails of a lot of teams that they've played in this tournament, but fourth quarter comes around and then they get blasted. It's usually kind of how this goes. They kept it close against Tongue River and Bighorn. Left side, here comes Sundance, tossing it in, and it's no good there, taken away by Kennedy Lakin of the Burns Broncs. Right side, they'll pass it right here to Kennedy Lakin. Gets up underneath, shot is up for Josie Barrett. It's up and no good. Rebounded by number 23 for Sundance, Helen Cooney. We saw her get a lot of those rebounds in that first half for Sundance. So tries to give it up underneath and stolen away. Here comes Sundance on a breakaway here. Bounce pass, pump fake, shots up on the right side. It's up and it's no good for Madison Nyman, as she'll go to the line to shoot. Sophomore going to have her first shot here. It's up and it is good for the Bulldogs. I think that's their first basket since the timeout. Checking into the game, number 13, Mila Medley. Shots up and good. She'll make both of them, and a timeout for Sundance. And we will step aside once again. Sundance using their first charge timeout. We'll be right back. I'd like to welcome you back. High school girls basketball from the 2A Smackdown on Two Basin Sports Network. 26-21. Burns will head to the baseline here to throw this one in. Passing it back toward the volleyball line. Passing right side, here comes Bryn Bach. They'll pass it around the perimeter here now to the left wing. Skip pass over to Lila Medley. Dishing it inside, loose ball. It's chaos down there, and we got a jump ball. I think down there was 1 and 14. Bryn Bach and Jalen Mills. 2:55 to go in the third. Have it on the three-point line there. Right side, kicks it back. Up top, wanted to go for three there, but she'll pass it right side, swings it left. She'll drive inside, shots up, it's no good. And rebounded there by, guess who, Jalen Mills. Shot is up, and it is no good. Rebounded here by Burns. Bringing it down is Josie Barrett. They'll pass it left side, three-point on its way. It's up, and it's no good. Rebounded. Jalen Mills on the defensive board there. Pass it left side, shot on its way. It's up, and it's no good for Carly Marchant. Offensive rebound for Sundance. Here comes Jalen Mills. Mills left side to Marchant. Marchant driving inside, shots up, and a foul. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter, 26-21 Sundance. Checking into the game soon will be Annie Harmon of the Sundance Bulldogs. Shots up, swish. Harmon coming in for her first minutes of the half, I believe. She is listed as a freshman here on this roster. Haley Carroll coming out of the game here for the Bulldogs. Shots up, splash. It's a football score, which is pretty ironic because Sundance does not have a standalone football team. They actually partner with Upton to play football at the 2A level. The Upton Sundance Patriots, I believe, are the only co-op football team in Wyoming. Pretty common thing in a place like Montana or something, but not Wyoming. Pump fake, pass it left side, around the arc. Jump shot on its way, it's up and it's no good. And it's out of bounds. It'll be Helen Cooney. That was the last touch there for the Bulldogs, trying to grab the offensive board. Here comes Burns. Quick passes here. They're kind of using as much as they can through the air. Passing it right side. Here come the Bronx. Shot is up from the left side. It's up and it's in. Bronx with two on the board there. I didn't catch who got the basket, though. Passes it right side. Here comes, not Tessa Bybee, I'm sorry. Well, it doesn't matter now because they have now made three passes since then. Passing it left side. Here comes Nyman. Left side once again. Pump fake. It is going to be Jalen Mills. She'll pass left side. Driving inside is Carly Marchant. It is blocked. And Burns rejecting the shot there. The defensive battle here so far in this one, 28-23, and we got a whistle. Well, a defensive battle and a physical battle, it seems. A lot of bruises will stem from this game, I guarantee it. Checking in for Burns is number three, Javea Lerwick. Checking in for Sundance is number 24, Jude Crago. Don't think we've seen her since the second quarter. Corner shot on its way. It's up, and Bach will miss the three, but it had a massive chance there. Left side, and it is a whistle down there on the floor. So Sundance will go to the line to shoot two. They are now into the bonus as Burns will rack up their fifth foul of the quarter. Shot is up. No good. And Sundance is in a little bit of trouble, too. They also have 4 team fouls. The foul was charged also to number 3, Javea Lerwick, her first personal. Shots up, and it is good. Swish. 30 seconds to go. Burns having a lot of trouble there in the backcourt, but they will break the press. Here comes Josie Barrett. Barrett moving right side. Passing right to Bryn Bach for three. It's up. Three! Bryn Bach! 29-26, 1 second to go. Sundance will take the last second shot. It's up and it almost goes in. And that could have been a heck of a shot there. Last time we saw a full court shot made on this broadcast, it was the Thermopolis Lady Cats and the Evanston Lady Red Devils when that Evanston player drained that half court shot. But oh man, that was so close to going in. We'll be right back in just less than a minute for the start of the fourth quarter. Don't go anywhere. 29-26 here in Thermopolis. Like talking you back here, Varsity Girls Basketball on T Mason Sports Network. Fourth quarter of this game about ready to start. 8 minutes put up on the board. We are ready to get back going. Sundance will inbound it. 23 with it now. Gonna pass up left side. Here comes Sundance. Quick passes as they have all game. I think Sundance learned a thing or two from some of the South Dakota teams that they've been playing. Here comes Haley Carroll. I think in South Dakota they have a shot clock, so South Dakota teams obviously pretty fast offenses. I think Sundance, like I said, I think they've learned a thing or two from teams like Lead Deadwood. Here comes Sundance. Haley Carroll with it. She'll pass right side. With it now, Hallen Cooney. Shot is up on the right side. It's up and in for Haley Carroll. 31 on the board for the Bulldogs. And a traveling violation here on number 10, Kennedy Lakin. 7:16 to go here in the last quarter of the game. Gives it off inside. Shots up. It's no good. Rebounded by Kennedy Lakin. Best rebounder, at least from the sample size we've seen for the Bronx. Here comes Lakin driving inside, kicks it out here to Josie Barrett. Shot is up for Barrett. It's up. It's no good. Rebounded by Haley Carroll. Here comes Jalen Mills. Coming up after this, Thermopolis Bobcats will take on the Wright Lady Panthers. Bobcats beat the Wright Panthers last night. No, they didn't. Hold on. I don't know that. I think I was thinking of Bighorn. I'm sorry about that. But when I was leaving the arena here, Wright was leading by 2. I wonder how that game panned out. Shot is up and it's no good. And no, I did not check YO Preps before I went to sleep last night. So I didn't want to know. Sundance around the perimeter. Here they come. Inside shot is up and a foul as Hallen Cooney tries to take the inside shot. And they will go to the line for 2 tickets to free throw land. And checking into the game for Burns is going to be Jordan Boljak. Shot is up, and it's good. 32 on the board here for the Sundance Bulldogs. They were struggling to get out of the 20s throughout the course of the game. It's been mostly a defensive battle. Shot is up, and it is no good. Rebounded by Burns, number 13, Medley. Here come the Bronx. Here comes Barrett with it. She's going to hold on to it, try and get the offense started. She'll pass right side here to Lakin. Lakin with it now to Jordan Boljak. Boljak will pass it off to Bach, who will pass it right side. They'll go around the perimeter here. Medley's got it. She'll pass left side. Barrett with it. She'll pass right. 24, Boljak. She'll dip it inside here. Shot is up, and it is good for Mila Medley, and the Burns coach very ecstatic about that. And looks like a timeout here for Sundance. They are going to talk this one over. Sundance has burned Not very many timeouts. They've been pretty conservative with their timeouts today, but they will take a 30-second. We'll be right back. Thanks for welcoming back here inside of Hot Springs County High School, home of the Bobcats, to a SmackDown tournament, Game 5 here of the Thermopolis site. Back underway here for the start of this, or for the restart of the fourth quarter. Far side, here comes Sundance. Passing it around the perimeter, underneath. Wanting to get a shot there, and it's ripped away. Kennedy Lakin, as always, putting on a defensive clinic for Burns. Shot is up from mid-range, and splash! Looks like that was number 13, Mila Medley, on the basket. And that was a heck of a shot there. Just a perfect, satisfying splash of the net there. Bobcats on the track here warming up. And looks like Wright is MIA. 5 minutes left. Far side, here comes Burns. Josie Barrett with it. Check that actually. Not Bryn Bach now, dipping inside. Shot is up, and it is no good for Kennedy Lakin. And Sundance will bring it now past the Bobcat head, passing right side. Off the right side of the key, it's swatted away, taken away by Burns, and a whistle here. Looks like a push foul on Sundance. .439 to go here in the game. They'll give this one back. Here comes Burns. With it now is number 2, Barrett. She'll pass right side. Shots up for Bach. It's up, and it's no good for 3. Rebounded there by number 14, Jalen Mills. I think she was our player of the game last night. Or, sorry, no, she wasn't. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of somebody else entirely. Shot is up, and it is no good. 4:09. Looks like the foul was charged to number 10, Kennedy Lakin, second personal, second team. Taking the shots is Jalen Mills. Shots up, and it is in. Not quite a swoosh, but it didn't really need much of the rim for that. Shots up, and that's a swish. Subs here for Sundance. None for Burns here as Avery Marchant heads to the bench to take a little bit of a breather and get some water. Near side, here comes Burns. 4 minutes to go here in this one. It's a very close contest between 3A Burns and 2A Sundance. Out of bounds. Burns trying to hunt down their first win of the tournament. They play Wright later tonight. Or later this afternoon, rather. Actually, they are the first game after the break. There'll be a 90-minute break. Shot is up, and it is no good. Shot taken by Jalen Mills, and it's out of bounds, and we got a sub here for Burns, number 15. Coming onto the floor now, Irene Madler. Checking out is number 24, Jordan Boljak. She's had a good game today. And Burns is fighting to get this win, and it's stolen away by Blakely Gill. She was one of our ones to watch here. Here comes Kelly Phillips, first minutes in this game. Right side, here comes McKenna Olsen, or sorry, check that, not Olsen, I am so sorry, out of bounds. Looks like it'll go back to Burns as they tried to float it up to Haley Carroll. Thermopolis fans starting to spill into the arena here. Fans and players. So I think the JV game is probably over by now, isn't it? Jump shot on its way. It's up and it's no good. Shot taken by Bach. Comes a stop. Mills will pass to the left side. Here comes Blakely Gill. Floats it up underneath here to Hallen Cooney. Shots up. It's no good. They will fall to the ground to try and grab it. Substitute coming in, checking into the game, number 31, Avery Marchant. Coming off the floor is going to be, number 44, and number 11 checking in now. Lane Bybee coming out is Medley. So that substitute there over. They can get this one back underway. Jump shot right off the catch and shoot there. Kennedy Lakin on the rebound for Burns. We are a minute away or so from giving our player of the game, and I already know who the honorable mentions are going to be. Here comes Bryn Bach. Bach floating it up. Pump fake. Here comes Josie Barrett. Shot is up, and it is no good. And this one taken away. Here comes Sundance. Blakely Gill. Sundance with it. She'll get onto the nose of the Bobcat. She'll pass right side to Kelly Phillips. And here comes Hallen Cooney. Shot is up on the right side. It's up and no good. Rebounded there by Mills. Shot is up and it's no good. And a whistle there as Kennedy Lakin tries to come down with the rebound. It looks like a Sundance foul there, so it will be their third team foul. We got two subs here for Burns. Looks like Mila Medley and Jordan Boljack coming back onto the floor. Checking out are going to be 11 and 15. So Lane Bybee and Irene Madler coming out of the game for Burns. 34-30 here. Bounce pass. Here they come. Right to the corner. Ooh, faked her out there. Mid-range shot coming up. It's up and no good. Rebounded by Kelly Phillips. I think her first board of the game here. Time to deliver your two Basin Sports Network player of the game, and that is going to go to number 14, Jalen Mills. Congratulations. Honorable mentions in this game include Blakely Gill, Carly Marchant, Hallen Cooney. Jade Crago also had a pretty good game today. Bojack had a pretty good game today. Whistle down there on the floor. Josie Barrett also, and Bryn Bach. Those are your honorable mentions, and we got a timeout. So with that, I did not catch who got the timeout. It is a full timeout here. So we will be right back. Thanks for welcoming me back. And honestly, they need to add a timeouts left panel to the scoreboard here. They got the panel for it there. I can see the outline of it on the scoreboard, but they need to add a timeouts left. But then again, they have a stat board on that scoreboard, and they don't use that. So it makes you think they're going to use the timeouts left thing if they had it. I don't know why they don't use that stat panel, though. That is very interesting. They had that put in, but they replaced the scoreboard, and they haven't used it. They haven't used it. Right side will be a skip pass over to the other side of the floor. Here comes Bryn Bach for three. It's up, it's no good. Rebounded there by Sundance, number 24, Jude Crago. Near side, here comes Carly Marchant. Ball is loose. It's picked up by Sundance. Here comes Jalen Mills, your player of the game. On the far side, bounce pass to the left. Looks like they're going to charge a foul here to Burns. Got one checking into the game, Javea Lerwick. Coming out is going to be Kennedy Lakin. Josie Barrett racks up her third personal here with 45 seconds to go. On the far side, slings it on over to the left. Whistle. Looks like a foul here on Sundance, on Burns this time. Number 1, Bryn Bach with her third personal foul, 14th foul. As we come into the dying stages of this game, Thermopolis and Wright coming up here after this one. Wright is on the near side locker room. They're ready to go here. So it looks like free throws coming up here for Carly Marchant. First one on its way, and it's in. Through the chute, and it is good. Coming back into the game is Kennedy Lakin. Checking out is going to be Javea Lerwick. Shots up. Splash. Sundance will take on Thermopolis later tonight. Thermopolis could have beat Tongue River last night, so that will be a good contest. Shot is up and off the rim, no good. Shots up and a foul. 2 shots coming up here for Burns. And we got a foul out, our 4th foul out of the tournament. It is number 5 for Sundance, Blakely Gill, getting her 5th foul of the game. Also got one checking in for Burns, Javea Lerwick coming back into the game for Bryn Bach. We're also trying to grab the boys' scores from last night. Shot is up and it is no good. So for those who were waiting on the score for Thermopolis and Wright last night, the Thermopolis Bobcats. Shot is up and it's no good. And it'll be a fight for the ball and a jump ball with 15 to go. But sorry about that. We will get that to you real quick. Thermopolis beat Wright 67-64. Thermopolis is they've actually moved up in the rankings according to YO Preps now. They are now the number 1 team in 2A. So congratulations, Thermopolis Bobcats. You are the best of the best here. Far side, shot is up, and it is no good. They'll toss it up. Sundance trying to get the ball cleared here. And Jalen Mills with the final rebound here, and she'll hold on to it. 38-30 the final score. As the Sundance Bulldogs take down the Burns Broncs, they advance to 0-3 on the tournament. And they will also advance to 2-9 on the season. Sundance also racking up their 6th win of the season. They're now 6-4 heading into the game against Thermopolis. So that'll be an awesome one. Coming up after this, the Thermopolis Bobcats take on the Wright Panthers. We'll be right back in about 13 minutes, it looks like, for the start of that game. Don't go anywhere, but if that is all you come here for, we thank you for watching. And please remember to drive home safe and do not pet the buffalo. The final score, the Sundance Bulldogs 38, the Burns Broncs 30.